Hey, do you live in the Los Angeles area and want to buy a used car?
Welcome to the Shazam Cast.
Come on, Logan. Let's go find aliens.
Oh, burn, Leo, burn.
X-Men featuring Scott Pilgrim.
That's such a double
It's
die.
a fucking X-Men movie.
And you got a butt
Shazam Cast.
Welcome. I'm
Hello, everybody. I'm Dan. No, wait.
I'm Leo.
And I know lots of stuff about comic books. I'm so smart.
Fine. You want to be that way? Oh, I'm Leo. I don't know anything. I'm stupid and I didn't like X-Men 3. Yeah.
I didn't even find the fanfic for this episode. I'm just Dan, and I talk about how I would like to see Hugh Jackman in the yellow spandex.
I'm Leo and I think dumb thoughts about. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We all want to see Hugh Jackman in the yellow spandex.
Really skin tight. Just really skin tight.
It's a new fanfic episode, everyone. Hey!
Oh.
It's time for more god-awful fanfic from X-Men Month. So today, I couldn't find an X-Men fanfic long enough to torture Dan's brain for 45 minutes. So, I've decided instead to select 2 short stories for our entertainment and glory.
You know, I was gonna find the fanfics for this week, but I fucking couldn't. Like, anything I find was, like, well written and, like, grammatically correct. So somehow Leo manages to just find the just utter complete garbage.
Do you want to know how I do it?
How?
I figure out different ways to misspell Wolverine, and then I type it into search and see what comes up.
Brilliant.
That's not actually what I do, but that would be an amazing way to do it.
I'm gonna fucking Wolverine.
Wolverine, yeah.
Okay,
Wolverine, Wilverine. Alright, let's get right down to the No, it's not even the final battle. It's just Final Battle by House 81.
Oh man, you have 81 houses, dude. That's an accomplishment.
That's a friggin' housing development, like.
Dude,
plot.
oh my god, is this written by Donald Trump?
I wouldn't be surprised by the quality of the work.
You know, Donald Trump might be a beautiful writer, you just don't know yet.
We just never know.
Oh god.
Also, speak up and straight into the mic, because I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you, and we want to hear your tortured voice. Okay, so the blurb for this story is The Final Battle of the X-Men. Well, that's pretty straightforward.
It's also pretty straightforward into hell.
Also, it says that the genre is romance adventure, but I can't imagine how that can be true according to what I've read so far. Are you ready?
No.
At the beginning, there's a disclaimer. The disclaimer is, I don't own X-Men. Oh, no way, House 81. I totally believe this for a second that you were...
Stan Lee.
You worked for Fox. Alright, let's check this out. Are you ready?
No.
Hello, I am Professor Charles, and I will tell you of the X-Men and what they do.
Already. First fucking sentence, it's just already. Hello, I am Professor Charles.
And I will tell you of the X-Men and what they do.
Yeah, please.
Do you want to know what the next sentence is?
No.
1 year earlier.
Oh, so that's... Okay, that sentence was totally unnecessary then.
Logan, Storm, and Scott were talking to the professor.
Professor
Logan began.
Charles?
We need the team prepared.
For what?
Scott nodded in agreement. Storm disagreed and said, we should see what the professor has to say.
What are they preparing for?
Already I'm completely lost. The professor spoke, saying, are you really ready?
No.
Logan took out his claws and held it against the professor. Logan, stop that, Professor said. Logan, Scott warned.
Sound like really... Is it like... Logan, can you just not for once?
Yeah. Logan, stop that, Professor said. Logan, Scott warned. Logan and Scott assembled the team.
The team.
The team.
Oh man, I love the X-Men. the days of future past.
X-Men first class. The last stand.
X-Men or Origin. Orange. X-Men Orange.
X-Men Origins. X2 United.
Get on with it.
We're done. Anyway, Charles said goodbye to Storm and wished her good luck. Where are they going? They got on a ship and arrived at their destination in 3 minutes. Why did they get on a ship
destination? Their destination. This is the vaguest thing I've ever heard.
Magneto turned to Logan.
Oh, he's here now.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's who they're going to fight. This is like in the old days when Magneto's a bad guy. Magneto turned to Logan. Logan. Logan brought out his claws. You will not win.
Oh.
The mutants fought each other.
Okay.
John's fire against Bobby's ice, Jean against Magneto, and then the mutants were thrown against a tree.
Just all of them? Like, not like just every single mutant on Earth is thrown against a tree by an unknown force.
Tin Man turned into metal.
Who did?
Tin Man.
From the Wizard of Oz. He's an X-Men now. Okay, great.
Is
Great.
Tin Man not an alternate name of Colossus?
He is if you're an idiot.
Okay. I just assumed that was a... Okay.
I don't know.
Tin Man turned into metal.
Great.
And now, Kane Marco versus Tin Man. Who the hell is Kane Marco?
He's the Juggernaut, bitch.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it usually spelled in one word?
Kane... Oh my god.
Kane Marco, one word.
Hey, Kane Marco.
They fought until eventually Tin Man was thrown at a tree and Kane Marco escaped.
Oh, again.
This author really likes throwing people against trees.
Dude, it's like... Didn't, fucking Roald Dahl start that classic writing trope?
Yeah, throw people against a tree.
No, throw mutants at trees.
To be continued! And that's the end of chapter 1.
Oh my god. Is it, though? Is there any end to this?
There's chapter 2, yeah. There's 2 chapters.
God.
The X-Men got up, and Logan shut down his claws.
Like a fucking iPhone.
They've been thrown against a tree, and then they all just, like, you know, haphazardly stand up, and Logan's like, okay, power down, and the claws go back inside.
Yes.
Tin Man reversed back into a human. Yeah, I think it's gotta be. I think he's gotta mean Colossus.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was Colossus.
Hank said, are all of you okay? Where did Hank come from?
Where did any of these people fucking come from?
All of them nodded. Yeah, they're all okay.
All of them.
Logan sighed, because they almost had them.
Who is them? Are the Brotherhood?
I think so.
Oh my god. This is...
Scott voiced what he thought.
Voice.
No, he voiced what he thought. But you know what? Even though Scott voiced what he thought, Storm disagreed.
What? Can you repeat that, please?
It's 2 sentences. Scott voiced what he thought. Storm disagreed.
That sounds like...
Not only does he not specify what Scott thought, but then he says that Storm disagreed with that.
Yeah.
But you know what she said to disagree?
What?
We almost got Killa, she said.
Killa?
Killa.
We almost got Killa, dog.
Oh, that's what they meant when Logan said they almost had them. I think that the new team that they're fighting is called Killa.
Oh. Oh, they're in the comics? No, they're fucking not.
Oh, you know, or the author doesn't know how to spell killed.
Or everyone just needs to die. Painfully, if possible.
Brilliant.
Right,
Both Bobby and Kitty agreed. Mind, they didn't agree, they agreed correctly.
What are they even talking about?
Well, the next line is, Tin Man said, we have to end this war, so I think there's a war going on.
Oh my god, I'm not even gonna question this anymore.
I think you are, because the next sentence is, Jean and Hand disagreed.
Hand?
Hand, yes. Jean and
Just a
Hand.
giant, floating, disembodied Hand.
Yeah, it's Handy from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Handy? Wait, what?
Logan sighed. They left and went to the ship. Are you ready for the second half of this chapter?
No.
At the hideout, Magneto was talking. The president is hard to get. How about the X-Men?
Is that the plot?
Yeah, I think so. How about the X-Men? Asked John. Speedy replied that the rest would take care of it.
Speedy?
Who's Speedy?
Do you mean Quicksilver?
No, Speedy.
Oh my fucking god.
Tin
Get
Man,
on with
Speedy, Hand.
Oh my god, I'm not even. What the fuck is okay? I'm not getting into this again. Just go.
Meanwhile, the president was talking to Charles. Meanwhile, the president was talking to Charles. There is a threat on you, he said.
A threat on me.
Save me! Charles agreed and said that he would. The president thanked him. Tin Man, get on the ship, Xavier ordered. Tin Man turned into metal, and Storm commanded all the mutants into the ship also. The team went forward.
They just slightly moved forward a little bit.
No, I think they went back to the battle because the next sentence is, Tin Man versed with Kane Marco again, only this time Tin Man won.
Oh, great.
Back at the President building.
Mr. President, we have the State of the Union. Where should we go?
Let's go. Obama voice.
Let's go to the President building.
The President building. There was also a fight, but the bad guys and Magneto retreated, and the X-Men were glad.
Woohoo!
They stopped them from attacking the President and went off to the school.
Great.
The end.
Wow. I'm so happy that existed. Alright.
And that's the final battle. Now, let's get ready for another story, a short story called X-Men Fantasy by Wing Angel Gundam.
That's a promising name right there.
Yeah, and the description for the story is Fallout of the Fallen. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, man.
X-Men. 2 months after the death of Xavier, Jane, and Scott. That's the end of a sentence.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
2 months after the death of Xavier, Jane, and Scott.
Oh, it's like an establishing sentence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. So it's like, 5 years in the distant future.
Yeah.
Okay. The X-Man was now led by Storm, and everyone was just getting to a point that they are truly gone, but as they believe they was lost.
How do you respond to a sentence like that? You fucking can't respond to a sentence like that. It's against the laws of nature. Okay. Great. Move the fuck. Oh my. Get on with it.
Moira McTaggart was treating the Xavier new body for him to live in for the time being. That was not it. This whole story is like this.
Oh god.
After the fall of the Phoenix, that everyone assumed Xavier knew she was not died.
Yes. That made sense.
Even that a graveyard had blown up where the Phoenix was burying and a bird image flew into space.
Awesome.
And Magneto had gone missing for some reason, and at the same time, there were new mutants with 2 abilities, then 1, and 1 mutant with a very special ability to use Energy Blast, and the power to copy other mutants that use energy attacks from any mutants he is near to. Soon, that one was very special than they realize.
Soon he was special, but then they realized.
On the first Tuesday of the month, Storm was out shopping. Yes.
It wouldn't. The story wouldn't be the same if it was not on this first Tuesday of the month.
On the first Tuesday of the month, Storm was out shopping for new plants.
just in the woods, you see Storm just on all fours, half naked, with a shrub under her arm.
She drops a coin into, like, a rabbit's burrow and is like, thank you for the plants. Or, she notices a blast of blue energy and explosions in that same area. So, she drops her brags from the store, come to the mansion. Yeah, she drops her brags from the store, come to the mansion that she think a mutant is in trouble. So Logan got the call and sent Bobby as her backup if things get too heated, and so flew over to the scene to see a thunderbolt impact.
Great.
She was stunned to see that as she flew.
I don't have words at this point. I'm along for the ride.
Storm felt weak a little, and then there was a silence. As she flew, Storm landed in the junkyard, and she reviewed the scene.
I think the scene is horribly written, and
no, you have to do it in Storm's inconsistent African accent.
Oh, okay. I think this is
Welcome to the Racist Cast.
Oh god. Get on
Battle
with it.
scorn field that hot metal and fire was known to her. Then
I can't even. What do you say to that? What do you fucking say to that?
I'll tell you what you say to that. Then there he is, a new mutant. The end.
Great. That's the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
Lovely. That was the best possible ending. Way too fucking soon. Oh my god, this is...
I just realized that we're only 20 minutes in.
Shit.
So, do you want to do that one that I never ended up using, because it was too short, but it's called Beast's Dreams?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Why the fuck not? I mean...
Yeah, we get a
might
bunch.
as well entertain these. Yeah.
Beast's Dreams by Triton444. Beast has nightmares of Magneto. There's only one chapter of this, by the way.
Wait, did we do this? I feel like we did this.
No, we didn't do this. I read part of it to you previously.
Oh, okay. I think I remember this.
Alright. At night, Beast slept, but he had a nightmare about Magneto destroying the Institute and the X-Men. In the dream, the Institute was destroyed, everyone was dead, Beast was left, then an explosion happened. He awoke and screamed, everyone came in to see what happened.
Everyone in the world.
Yeah. Are you alright, Hank? Charles said. Yes, just a nightmare. Was all. We were battling Magneto, and everything was said.
I said all the things I needed to say. I got things off my chest and thought I never would. I felt like a new man.
Well, just try to get some rest, said. Okay,
said.
Charles. I feel like this person is, like, forgot the names of the characters and was going to put them in later when they looked it up, then forgot to.
That sounds right.
Because that happens a couple of times. See, listen. Well, just try to get some rest, said. Okay, Charles, it just felt so real, kinda like a, said.
Like a... Yeah, just like...
Kinda like a... I think what they're saying is like, kinda like a...
You know...
And then he couldn't think of the word, so the response is, may I, said Charles. Be my guest, said Hank.
May I what? This makes me feel uncomfortable.
Well, Charles touches his head and sees Hank's nightmare.
Oh my god.
Oh my, Charles said. After all, it was just a dream. Now try to sleep, said. Okay,
What's
said
with
Hank.
all the fucking saids?
I don't know, man. It was daytime, and Hank was up. He went to the kitchen to greet everyone. Hey, everyone. Sorry about last night, Hank said. That's okay. It can happen to anyone, Charles said. Say what happened in your dreams, Kitty said. We were battling Magneto. The Institute was destroyed. Everyone was unconscious, or at least I think. Then an explosion happened, and I can't remember anything, said.
Great copy-pasting there.
I just hope that dream is gone, Hank said.
That dream?
Yeah.
Wait, I hope that dream is gone? Is it like, I hope that dream is gone, or I hope that dream is gone?
I hope that dream is gone, Hank said. It's alright. As long as it was a dream, it's gone, Charles said.
This is great.
I don't like what Charles is insinuating here.
Why do we even bother reading books when we have this?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Alright.
Well, I think that's all we have for today. I apologize for the shortness of
Is
this
that
fanfic
it?
episode. Yeah, I don't have anything else to read, and we were only 20 minutes in, so this is a short episode. Do you want to just, like, I don't know, just, like, call it a night? Dan? Dan, are you there? Sorry, folks, I think Dan's dead. Alright, thank you for listening to another episode of God Awful Fanfic, and join us next week for our Generation X review. Thank you, and good night. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Shazamcast. If you'd like to take a minute to leave us a review on iTunes, we'd really appreciate it. It only takes a minute or two, and it really helps us get the word out there about this show of ours. If you're listening to this episode on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to hear all our latest comic-y material as soon as it comes out. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/ShazamCast, and on WordPress, shazamcast.wordpress.com. So make sure you take a look at those sometime. Thanks. We love you. Some of you. The cool ones.